So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bima Narendhra, and I'm from Standard High School Trenggalek. So, we are from the government side. So, the motion is talking about this house believe that scholarship should be only granted on the basis of financial necessity. So, ladies and gentlemen, come to my status quo. Status quo that scholarship is some help financial for some students to get some facilities of like education, so that they can help the student itself to have the facility of education. And if you see the currently world right now, there are a lot of type of scholarship. For example, is international school scholarship, university scholarship, or even sports scholarship, and so on and so forth. And a lot of people will be helpful because of the scholarship itself. And we see currently system right now, sometimes scholarship is based on a kind of person who had achievement or achievement based on the scholarship itself. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is the problem of it? What is the problem that I wanted to rising up from based on my status quo? So, as we see right now, not all education facilities is going to be free. You know that they need such kind of money to get some good facilities to having education. A lot of person getting struggle or getting such kind of like struggle to having such kind of those kind of facilities. And as we see only right now, the scholarship which have the purpose to help a student, sometimes is being mistargeted. Because why? Because if you're using this kind of achievement based on scholarship, we see right now the genius people will get the kind of scholarship itself. But we are realizing that genius people will be only improving because one of the role of the money itself. Because if so that the genius people can having this kind of achievement, the genius people will having this kind of like competition and so on and so forth, so that they can just kind of like good achievement of it. And we're realizing money, if they're talking about money, the genius people, most of it is going to be from the rich people who have, or maybe it's kind of person who has this kind of financial supporting to helping their student itself. And if we know the scholarship, we know the scholarship has a kind of purpose itself, because to helping a lot of kind of person. If this kind of currently system will be existed, they will be forgetting a student who needed in supporting a true scholarship, just like the kind of person who really needed such kind of financial itself. And we see there are a lot of family didn't get a scholarship, didn't get good quality of education because the struggle of economical, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is our goal and our stand itself? Our goal is stand as a justice, social education, make a lot of aspect of human can improve by the quality of education. If it's right now a lot of underprivileged person didn't get such kind of good education, so that their quality of human is going to be decreased. So we need that education itself, and we want to make a scholarship based on financial necessity, because they really need more this kind of scholarship rather than the people who are genuinely, like I said before, which generous people, most of the background is from the rich people, which have to kind of financial support to help their student, so that that education can be improving so well in this kind of countries. So, ladies and gentlemen, come to my argument. I have two arguments about it, and the first one is what it is justified to basis of financial necessity, and the second one is what's the benefit if you're using this kind of system of basis of financial necessity. Come to my first argument, why it is justified to basis of financial necessity. I have 2 points, ladies and gentlemen. The first one is why education is important, and the second one is why financial necessity, why we only have financial necessity itself. Come to my first point, why education is important. If we realize that education is the one big foundation, one basis to running this world itself, because everything to run the world right now, a person in this world are now built or created because of education. So I take a look, ladies and gentlemen. So I take a look at doctor. Doctor need a school of medic so that he can be a doctor, be a good doctor. Not only that, architect needs to a theory of architect and transfer so that he can be architect, ladies and gentlemen. So that to creating good environment of this kind of country, we are believing having the natural resources is going not enough. So we need such kind of educated people. We need the human resources good also to running this kind of country itself. To running into this kind of country, it needed educated people, and we are believing a lot of educated people, it will be easier to do some making movement in this kind of country itself. But in the fact, the reality right now, the education is not going given to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, a lot of kind of person, the circle of education, a lot of kind of person, even have lot of kind of person has financial struggle, ladies and gentlemen. If we see currently right now, based on scholarship, a lot of kind of person have financial itself or just kind of like achievement using this kind of system, which at the end, even they are using this kind of system or not, they still have a chance to having their education. So I can say that they taken places of kind of person who really need more this kind of system, ladies and gentlemen, this kind of scholarship, just like people will need economical support. And we are believing education is belong to everyone. More of the educated people, more gonna impact for this country itself. So ladies and gentlemen, come to my second point. Why financial necessity? Why we only have financial necessity, ladies and gentlemen? Because if you see right now, because a lot of people making economy one of reason to be not growing, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of students choose to not continue their school because the financial situation of their family, the parents, and so on and so forth. So that they must helping their parents. While if you see right now, the scholarship exists to help. But the scholarship right now be only targeted for people who have achievement or rich people, ladies and gentlemen. So that people who has financial struggle will not get such kind of like quality of education. At the end, poor will not get quality of education, and there will be a less of quality of the human itself, ladies and gentlemen. So I think it's going to be reasonable for us as the government to having this kind of scholarship based on financial necessity, because of this kind of reason of because of the importance of education for everyone, ladies and gentlemen. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my second argument. What is the benefit if you're using a basis of financial necessity? So the first one, we can increase in the quality of human resources, ladies and gentlemen, because more educated people, like I said before, it's more kind of person who are running this country with well. And everyone have this kind of same chance to having this kind of education itself, ladies and gentlemen, even poor people, even the rich people. And so we need to call equality of education. The second one, literacy equality will be improving. If we see quality of literacy right now, ladies and gentlemen, it will be less, ladies and gentlemen. So we are believing if you are making this education belong to everyone, the scholarship is belong to financial necessity. If you are believing literacy quality will be improving. A lot of kind of person be creating such kind of like good education, ladies and gentlemen. And the third one is increasing human welfare, ladies and gentlemen, because we're believing more kind of person with success in the currently work right now, it will be increasing a human welfare, ladies and gentlemen. And even the poor people can change their economical status, become some kind of person who has kind of like a welfareness, ladies and gentlemen. So I think that was being comparing to them into the opposition, they will leave a world which a lot of kind of person, a lot of kind of pure people cannot continue of education, and the quality of education will be decreased, ladies and gentlemen. So I think that was enough for my speech, and thank you very much.